Why does your sex life seem to slow down while other men stay sexually desired by their wife for decades? Highly successful men don't deal with that because they lead in a way most men never really learn. You're going to know exactly how to lead better in your marriage after this video that will also earn you respect, deep connection, sexual attraction, unshakable trust, and lasting intimacy. Hey, my name is Natalie. I help married business owners strengthen their love life to elevate their business success. Here is a real situation. This client was doing about $10 million in revenue a year. Business was solid, but at home, intimacy, sex, and connection were fading in his marriage. And yeah, it was definitely affecting him. He was more distracted, less focused. Something just always felt off. Not because she didn't love him, but it was because she didn't feel connected to him anymore. And when that is off, everything else follows, including his performance in business. I don't know if you can relate with this, but whatever happens at home either affects you well or not in business. Once he fixed that issue, how he showed up, how he led the relationship, how he created connection, everything changed in his marriage, in his business, and for him. Intimacy and sex came back, and this didn't just fix his marriage, his performance at work also scaled. In fact, it scaled up past $100 million in revenue. Better thinking, clear thinking, better decisions, more energy. Not because of a new strategy at home. No, they don't teach you this in business, but because he removed what was draining him at home. And that's what most men in business, high achieving men, miss. Before I continue, I have put together a free guide on the 5 steps to rebuild respect, connection, and support in your relationship. If you want this, just go ahead and comment below the video, give me the guide, and we'll send you over the link to download it. Here is the truth most men miss, and I hope majority of the men are listening to this. Most driven men think, I'm handling everything. Why is this even a problem? Because leadership at work is not the same leadership at home. Let me explain. At work, you lead with logic, right? You have to. At home, if that's all you bring, my friend, you entirely just lose connection. And when connection is gone, she doesn't feel close to you anymore. Connection and logic is not the same. She doesn't feel safe with you, and all women, we all want to feel safe, no matter what personality, background they have. And she just stops leaning in more. But the real shift to this is that you don't avoid a sexless marriage by focusing on sex. You avoid it by protecting connection, because connection drives everything. Attraction, openness, desire, okay? And consistency, attractiveness. If you lead that well, intimacy doesn't disappear. It's about being intentional. You're intentional in business. Are you intentional at home? You know, you bring the leadership that is needed at work for you to make more money, but are you bringing a different level of leadership in your marriage that's ultimately going to help you as a man make more money, even more money than what you're making out in business? But you have to understand the fundamentals of leadership within the home. You have to understand society today is literally dried up without this certain level of leadership at home. A majority of these people watching this video, we didn't grow up with leadership at home. If anything, we watched our single mom try to do both, operating in both masculine and feminine, trying to be the leader of the home. But at the end of the day, the only leader that can really lead this family well is coming from the man. But that man needs that level of support from their wives. So this is what you're getting out of this content, is getting her to be on the same page as you in terms of her supporting you the way that you need it. But it starts with you being that leader that she needs. And as a leader, you don't wait for distance to build. You tackle it head on. You address it early. You confront it early in a respectful manner. You stay engaged because you understand it's the fuel that you need from your home to business. You don't check out mentally. You actually listen. And you create space for her to feel heard. You make it all about her. Trust me, what you put out is going to come back to you. If you make it all about her, you are guaranteed success in business. Bottom line and the story, I don't know how this works. All I know is that is how God designed it, right? He made the woman wired specifically to support and fuel the man, which is yourself. You're making it all about her, because when she feels connected to you, she just stays so close to you and she wants to support you. And most men lose that without even realizing it. Sexless marriages don't happen randomly. They happen when connection slowly starts to disappear and they don't confront it immediately. When emotional closeness drops, attraction drops. When attraction drops, guess what happens? Intimacy and sex follows. And I get it. Most men don't notice it early. They wait until it's obvious, and that is a danger zone. And by then, it's even harder to fix. But I do believe that there is a solution to it, but you don't want to wait till it's harder to fix. You want to immediately tackle it when you first see the signal in your marriage. You already know the difference. When things are off at home, you feel it. And unfortunately, it affects you at work. It does. So you're less focused, you have less clarity, right? And there's just more tension. So when things are strong at home, you are sharper, more decisive, more confident, right? More present, more clear-minded. You have clarity. That's not random. That's what alignment in your marriage looks like. And high-level men protect that. And you are that high-level man. So highly successful men don't wait for problems to show up. They lead early. They stay engaged. They protect connection, because once connection fades, everything else starts to fade with it. And most men wait too long to fix it, which makes it a little bit harder. Now, as a reminder, if you want to know how to rebuild respect with your wife, I have the 5 steps to rebuild respect, connection, and support in your relationship. Just comment below this video, give me the guide, and we'll drop you the link to download it, or you can simply just get the link in the video description below to grab it as well. And if you want to know how high-performing men lead differently to earn respect, attraction, and deep connection at home, I highly recommend that you watch this video next, because it breaks down the leadership shift that separates average husbands from elite leaders inside their marriage. So tap it here to watch it, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.